Good morning, Merry Christmas, and welcome to another video. And for those who don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. So not to waste any time, let's get right into it. So the last week has been quite interesting, and here's why. I set myself a challenge to contact 100 companies over the next week. This is 50 on Instagram and 50 on Facebook. Initially, I thought this was going to be pretty easy because I decided to contact two types of people. The first one, they don't have websites, and the second one were people who had websites, but it might not be performing that well. Like you're not really getting inquiries from your website. And my kind of offer was that I'm trying to build my portfolio, so I want to use you as a testimony. So I'll do it for free in exchange for like a good review, or not even a good review, but an honest review. And in my mind, I thought, as a business owner, that's exactly what you want to hear. Like, where do you lose in this scenario? Or so I thought. So after going through with it and contacting 100 businesses, here's what I found. The plan was to contact 100 companies, 50 on Facebook and 50 on Instagram. But the trouble that I had with Facebook was when going on their page, for some reason, I don't know if this is a Facebook issue or the businesses themselves, but a lot of them don't have contact buttons. So they might have a phone number, but that's pretty much about it. And I think, especially as a small business, you want to give people different options to be able to contact you. So a message button would be good. I'm pretty sure Facebook will allow you to do it. So maybe it might just be the businesses themselves who just don't have that. But that was the issue that I had. So I decided to go with Instagram and do 100 people on Instagram. When I was sending messages on Instagram, I wanted to trial and error to see what had the best response rate. So the first type of message was like very transparent. Hi, my name is so-and-so. Here's what I do and here's what I'm offering. That way you can see why I'm messaging you and you can kind of see if it works for you or not. The second type of message was more towards their business. So I send a message, say, hi, my name is so-and-so and I've noticed this is broken on your website. So I'll do like a small audit, and a lot of the times things just weren't working. So I'd say, hey, I don't know if you noticed, but the contact button on your website isn't working. So people might be trying to reach out and they can't. The third type of message, which was very generic, was like, hi, my name is so-and-so. I've noticed you haven't posted on your Instagram for a while. Are you guys still open? Are you guys still in business? That type of message. So after sending the first 60 messages, I literally had 0 responses. And I am ashamed to say, but I was actually thinking to just call it a day and leave the messages alone because it just isn't working. And then, just like that, one guy responded saying, awesome, I think this is a great idea. Let's talk. And just like that, my whole perspective had just flipped again. So now I'm like, well, he's responded, so my messages can't be that stupid. So I kept on sending messages. I sent another 40, and in total, out of the 100 messages, I had about 5 responses. Out of that, I did say in my previous video that out of the 100, I wanted to book 5 calls. Out of the 5 that responded, I managed to book 1. The other 4 I'm still working on. So it wasn't what I expected, but it was a good learning curve because now I can tell you guys that sending messages at mass doesn't really work. I had like a 5% response rate, which I guess is not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, I think if you're going to spend your time doing outreach, there's a lot of things you could do with a better response rate. So sending messages on Instagram, I'd say maybe give it a try. You might have a better message than I did, but overall, I don't think it's the best way to spend your time doing outreach. With that being said, someone reached out to me the other day. So he sent me an email with like a title about my YouTube SEO. And at first I was just going to ignore it. But then I thought, how can I ignore someone reaching out when I'm doing exactly the same thing? Like the irony just doesn't make sense. So I said, let me read it at least. I've opened it and it kind of caught my attention because the first thing that I saw was my video. He's shown me my video and he's done like an audit on the SEO and explained what things meant. And I thought, this is actually quite interesting. This is a very good way to outreach. It does take a lot more time because it's personal based on everyone's, video or website or whatever it is. However, though, I think the more personal approach would get you a lot more business because just the fact that he spent the time to research and audit my video, I at least wanted to read the message and see what he had to say. After reading his email, it kind of gave me the idea to maybe go with that approach where it's a lot more personalized. It will take a lot more time and I won't be able to reach out to as many people. But I do think quality is better than quantity. So I'm going to give that approach a try and do like audits on people's websites, send them an email with an audit, and see if I can get a better response rate that way. So that's the plan. With it being like the Christmas week, things will be a bit slow, to be honest, but hopefully by next week I should be able to tell you that I've contacted a bunch of companies and here's the response, and then we can kind of compare if it's better than Instagram or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to update you guys on what's happened over the last week or so and how the outreach went on Instagram. And once again, overall, it weren't great. If you want to spend some time doing outreach on Instagram, I'd say try a few different messages and just tweak it as you go along. But I'll let you guys know how this outreach goes with the emails as well. Probably not next video, but maybe the video after that. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something. If so, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.